I'm going to show you how to prepare and cook a squid. The squid that I have today is an arrow squid, and it still has its membrane and its innards and its tentacles attached. So to prepare it, what I'm going to do first of all is take hold of the squid and just gently pull out the tentacles. They will come loose from the main body. There's some parts of that I don't want to keep or cook, and I'm going to just cut just below the eye. You can see the eye here. I'm just using a sharp knife to cut through there, and that is then going to be discarded. The other part that I need to check is the beak or mouthpiece of the squid. That's going to be discarded. And I also want to just trim off the long tentacles as well, take those level. Tentacles could be used for stock. They don't necessarily need to be thrown away. And that's the one part ready to cook. With the main hood or head of the squid, what I'm going to do is pinch the two fins together and thread my thumb through to the other side and pull those free. And then what I'm going to do is peel off the membrane from the squid, and that's going to get discarded. In order to prepare that, I want to pull out what is like a modified internal shell. That wants to get removed. And then I'm going to clean the body of the squid by just using the back of my knife and to remove as much of the innard as I possibly can. I'm going to run my knife up the middle, open it out flat, and I can remove the remainder of the contents that I no longer need. You now need to rinse the squid in a little bit of running cold water, and then we're ready to think about preparing it for cooking. You can either cut it into slices. Alternatively, what I can do is score the squid, and using a knife and cutting at an angle, I'm going to mark into the squid using a very sharp knife. Best done at an angle so you don't cut straight through, because it's a very tender bit of flesh, and all the way up the length of the body. Once we've done that, we can then cut the squid in half and in sections again, ready for cooking. So that is now ready. We've got the tentacles that can be cooked. We don't need to take the membrane off those are perfect as they are. Moving on from that, I then are ready to actually cook the squid. I have some that we've prepared already, and to cook that I've got a pan with hot oil. In that hot oil I'm going to add just a little bit of chopped garlic, a little bit of chilli going in as well. Cook that for a moment just to allow that to infuse the oil, and then straight in with the squid. We just want to cook this squid for, I think, somewhere between 30 and 40 seconds until the squid has lost its translucency. Keep it on the move. It's important when you're pan frying something like this not to put too much in the pan at once. Any more than just sort of half a dozen pieces or so, you're going to find that the temperature of the pan drops, and instead of pan frying and cooking the squid, what's going to happen is it'll begin to stew. The tentacles have curled up really nicely, and I'm now going to just finish off by a splash of soy sauce, a little bit of rice wine, a little bit of chopped coriander, get that nicely coated, and then straight into a dish for serving. And there, just pile it up really nice and high, and that's how you cook and prepare squid.